Hey, this looks like a fun game. It stopped being that game after like 30 minutes. Oh, this one looks fun, and that looks so easy. Come on. Oh wait, that also doesn't exist. Why? Why do you lie?
Because it works.
It almost seems impossible, right? That somebody would make an ad for something that isn't what's being advertised at all. And what's worse for these mobile games, it's not only that it's only a different game, it also feels like it was slapped together in a single weekend. But why do this? It's a free mobile game. It's not like they're getting any money from us. We click it, we download it, we realize it's not what we wanted, and then we leave. No harm, no foul. But would it surprise you to know that many mobile games actually make upwards of $1 billion annually? Which is pretty wild, considering a lot of it is shovelware. So let's dig down, like shovel, get it? How these fake ads tap into our minds to dig deep into our wallets. But before we do, I'm sure some of you are wondering where that girl from the thumbnail went, and don't worry, she's coming up later. In the meantime, did you know that YouTube made it harder to push the subscribe button? So hard, in fact, that 99% of the viewers of this channel haven't pushed it yet. And there's no way it's my fault that people haven't subscribed. Impossible. And speaking of hidden features on YouTube, did you notice the cats that were hidden around this introductory section? Let me know how many you found down in the comments. The business side of things. Mobile gaming is a surprisingly large industry, generating billions with a B dollars annually in many cases. Pokemon Go, for example, is estimated to make about $4 million a day. And even Candy Crush, a fairly old mobile game at this point, was generating upwards of $4.8 million a day in 2019 and still generates more than $1 billion annually today. And that's saying something when you consider that even the mobile games that are designed after true gambling, like Coin Master and Bingo Blitz, don't generate $1 billion annually themselves. But this couldn't be true of shovelware, right? While many YouTubers have done videos on bad ads, like Danny Gonzalez, few have done videos on games that have fake ads. And I think part of that is that, unfortunately, some of the games that actually do produce fake ads are actually quite successful outside of this marketing strategy, such as Gardenscapes and Royal Match. But games that are bad or contain wholly false ads couldn't possibly be good at generating money, right? And unfortunately, these fake ads and bad games actually are very good at what they do, which is getting eyes on their product, which often leads to sometimes truly staggering amounts of downloads. And this process of getting clicks just for the sake of it works. It gets people talking, and frankly, the algorithms don't care whether or not comments are positive or negative. So even outside of the ads that these companies purchase, the negative discourse that surrounds them also propels the games forward through the algorithm, making them even more known. And the developers are totally fine with playing this numbers game. They're banking that a majority of players will stick around just long enough to watch a few ads, generate some income, and leave. Again, still far greater than a smaller game that doesn't get this kind of presence. Or better yet, even attract a whale that will stick around and invest a lot of their personal income into the game. And this practice of casting a net as wide as the ocean in an attempt to catch just a few whales is extremely effective. And while I could dive deep into the financial aspects of this, the YouTuber H2 has recently done just that. And so if you're interested, I've included his video in the links in the description below so that you can give his video a full watch if you want. But in very broad strokes, H2 notes throughout his video that approximately 2% of the player base of a mobile game will become whales. And so this method of getting 100 million downloads, resulting in approximately 2 million whales, is more money than most games will ever see in their lifetime. But for as detailed as H2's analysis was, something that I felt that was lacking from his video was the psychological aspect of these ads and how it actually taps into our little monkey brains to get us to spend money. And so here we are. So let's dig into the marketing and psychological aspects of these fake ads and how it really delves deep into our inner human psyche, and why they're so effective at getting people to open their wallets. Which, by the way, if this video gets 1,000 likes within the first month of publishing, I will shave my head bald. Marketing of fake ads. Marketing and psychology surrounding these fake ads is quite similar to normal marketing practices, although have been twisted into something a bit impure in their nature. And this occurs in two distinct stages. The first, in which they try to attract users to their product, and then the other, to get users to spend their money. The tactic which appears to be most used in these fake ads in drawing customers is snob appeal, which is a form of appeal which implies exclusivity or elite status. The most common of which in these fake ads is the elite status of being more intelligent than others, which I like to call the big smart attitude. The ads always highlight some unique gameplay mechanic that is remarkably intuitive, yet whoever's playing it almost always fails at their objective, which instinctually gets us all riled up. Me big smart, I do that. It's so easy, how stupid you have to be. I use lots of words when few words do trick, which is usually paired with some form of exclusivity, like only 8% of players who do this will become the Pumpkin King. And another advertising tactic these fake ads use is priming, the promise of wealth or beauty or some other thing, which if you click this thumbnail, you might have fallen for yourself. This is a tactic that I like to call the 3 Bs. Bright colors, beautiful people, and bombs. All things that are designed to get our blood pumping in more ways than one, if you know what I mean. Sometimes we see all 3 at once. And personally, I find this to be a pretty disgusting way of advertising when it comes to these fake ads. And because of the deceptive nature of these ads, that you're trying to be tricked into playing something before you're swapped out for a different product and still continuing to spend money on it, it's clear that they're targeting vulnerable populations. And when it comes to mobile games and YouTube and things of that sort, it's generally children. And so they're designed to get these vulnerable people to open up their or their parents' wallets and spend money on their product. Which, speaking of the thumbnail girl, I wasn't lying. She was here. She was hidden in the business section if you want to go back and try to look for her. And while not many tactics are applied, these two are profoundly good at just driving clicks toward these games. And so with the game now primed and downloaded, all that's left is for them to try to tap into our wallets. So how do they do that? By and large, these games use the scarcity principle, the idea that whatever's being sold is temporary, to bleed as much money as possible from their players before they realize they've been duped. And we've all seen it in almost every mobile game we've ever played, actually. The Beginner's Pack, for this week only, for the next 3 hours, this $100 value item is on sale for only $5. And with 100 million downloads, if you get even 5% of your player base to buy that, you've made $5 million. FOMO is a powerful thing, and you don't want to miss out on this bundle, do you? And this, ironically, is also the first step in catching whales. These compounding deals, once you've bought one, another is offered almost immediately following, to further gain that traction. Furthermore, many of these games have built-in timing mechanics designed precisely to prey upon this idea of scarcity. Oh, you want to keep playing? You'll probably have to spend $5 to buy more energy so that you get another 10 tries. Like, if you can't wait to see the rest of this video, you should share it with your friends. It'll come faster, kill some time while you wait while I finish the sentence. And sure, even just stopping there, the idea of players coming by, watching a handful of ads, maybe spending $5 in a game at 5% of your player base is more money than you could even think a game like that would generate. That's not even mentioning whales, who would spend $60,000, $70,000 in some instances on the game annually. And that's where the repetitive reward systems start to sink in. Daily login bonuses. Incentives for you to come back every day, yet another chance to be offered a different deal to spend even more money. Which, while we're talking about this, game passes are disgusting for this. It introduces the sunk cost fallacy into this idea as well, which is terrible. You're choosing to support the game by dropping $20, $30 on it, and yet all you've done is doom yourself to show back up every day to be offered more promising deals, to spend even more money. It makes me feel dirty just thinking about it. The consequences. What are the consequences of these fake ads having infiltrated our entire mobile gaming industry? Unfortunately, there's not much to be done. While there are laws against false advertisement, there aren't laws about deceptive advertisement. And I'm sure there are examples of games where these fake ads represent mechanics that never feature in their games at all. Many times, these fake ad mechanics actually do feature in the games, albeit shortly, as a temporary event or something that fades after 15 to 20 minutes of gameplay. And because of that, these games aren't so much false advertising as they simply are misleading. So ultimately, it falls on us as the users to simply not click these ads so they're not incentivized to continue making them. Which is easier said than done, as I hope this video has highlighted, because they're playing with our brain chemistry to get us to do exactly that. And sure, for you or I, it might seem funny that anybody could fall for this. But it's important to remember that people do, and it doesn't mean that they're less intelligent than you or I, but rather that they're more susceptible for falling for these kind of manipulative tactics than we are. No different than people who are more prone to falling for gambling addictions or eating addictions or anything like that. And I suppose it's important to point out that this kind of manipulative tactics aren't only present in fake ads for mobile games. While I've been having a laugh with it throughout this entire video, it's very present in social media. And these tactics even become more aggressively clear once again when it's targeted towards younger audiences. Loud noises, like goals, pretty people, giveaways, all of it. Manipulative ways to try to encourage an audience to interact with your channel. And while there's nothing inherently negative about asking for a like or a subscribe, recently we've seen more trends towards directly scamming your audiences through the use of crypto tokens or things of that nature. And it's also worth noting that these manipulative tactics aren't inherently evil. Many video games that we know and love succeed because of these tactics that encourage us to keep returning. It gives us incentives to play. And really the danger lies in trusting others to not manipulate their fan bases to their advantage because of these tactics. In fact, I think even removing these systems from some games have proven to be detrimental to them. Animal Crossing New Horizons being one such example in which they removed all threats of not returning to your village on a regular basis, and the game just felt less because of it. There was almost no incentive to go back and see my villagers day to day to make sure that everything was still going well. And so I don't know about you, but with this video concluding, I think I'm going to sit back, relax, and find another phone game to enjoy. Oh, come on. Hi everyone. For anyone still watching, thank you so much. It helps greatly when people watch this much of a video in helping recommend this through the algorithm. As anyone that's been around for a little bit knows, the channel is growing steadily, and I truly couldn't have done so without your help, so thank you so much. Your engagement and comments always help inspire me to continue making videos that are helpful for everyone, and also, don't be shy about letting me know of things that you'd like to see moving forward, about pacing, the green screen, all of that. And this is still a very new channel, and I'm still finding my footing, so please, don't be shy. And if you don't know what kind of input I'm looking for, let me know what games you want to hear about, game topics, symbologies, you name it. Just go on. By the way, the hidden images I was talking about before, all real. They actually are hidden. Feel free to go back, a little game that I decided to bake into the video. And speaking of, did you find the hidden pineapples? I put 7 throughout the video. Let me know if you could figure out where they are. And so, until next week, bye!